Salute, 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 everybody. Salute. Welcome back once again. Happy Monday to everyone. Happy Monday to everyone. Salute, salute. Okay. Just like I promised, once everything was pretty much confirmed, then I will come on here and follow up with what I came on here and reported on Friday. Okay. First of all, I would like to apologize to everyone. Okay. There was a little bit of misinformation that was handed to me. Just a little mix-up down at the station in Baltimore. At the time, there was no DOC number showing up. I know what everyone was seeing on the website, but I didn't want to go by just go by what was being shown on the website, because you can remember, as a lot of you remember, back in March, the original website was saying first degree grape. All right, then it updated and it went to second degree grape. So I wanted the website to actually the website. What I should have did was just waited until the website actually updated this afternoon, and then came on here and confirmed that he is indeed going to prison. Passion is going. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison. He'll have 5 years probation after that 5 years sentencing. Before I go into it, I'm gonna, and I know a lot of you are wondering how in the world he only got 5 years. I'm gonna explain that to you as well. Although he got a little time, for those of you that I stressed this Friday, I still feel like the justice system failed this young lady. 5 years, I still feel like that's a slap on the wrist for the things that was done to this young girl. That 5 years was a slap on the wrist, and the state of Maryland should be ashamed of themselves. But let me go on into it. Salute to you, Sikkim Dog. Salute No Cap. Salute to you. Salute WTAC. Salute to you, Migra, Mr. Migra. Salute to you. You knew my Wolfpack sister. Salute. The coldest. Salute to you. Salute, salute, salute. La, salute to you. Salute, salute. Good to see you. By any means, salute to you. Rocco, salute to you. Lonnie. Glad you're here. Salute to you. Miss B91, salute to you. Salute Shirley Kirkland, salute to you. Happy Monday to you. Sassy 81, happy Monday to you. Clarence Banks Jr., happy Monday to you. Salute Alpha from the OHIO, salute to you, brother. Salute. Salute. Make sure I don't miss anybody. Cal Lake, salute to you, brother. Kevin Ellis, salute to you. Salute. Miss Collins, salute to you, ma'am. Salute to you. Salute. Make sure I don't miss anybody up in here. Make sure I don't miss anybody. Okay, all right. Yeah, 5 years. Now let me just say this. Salute to you, Lions Den. If there was ever any time that I wanted to be wrong about what I had reported on Friday, I'm glad I'm wrong. I'm glad I was wrong. He's getting 5 years in prison. Shout out to Damn D for being on top of it. He was the first one that broke the story on Friday. I had a lot going on Friday, so it's just good thing that other content creators were watching the site as well. 5 years prison, 5 years probation. Now, let me explain to you all. Here's the part that's going to piss you off. Okay, so I want you all to get ready, and I'm going to show you exactly how the hell he was able to get 5 years. Salute to you, Angel B. Salute to you, salute. Because this is where the state of Maryland failed this young lady. Okay? Now, I'm going to go over this with you all. Now, these were the original charges, okay? The original charges. So, starting off back in when he was arrested, back in March, okay, it was 6 charges, all right? He was indicted for 4, okay? He was indicted for 4. And these were the 4 charges. If you can remember, this was the first one was 2nd-degree rape. All right. And this one right here was going to carry a lot of years on that if he'd have been, once I get to you, you'll see how he was able to only get 5 years. This right here, 3rd-degree sex offense. This is the charge that stuck. And this is what got him to 10 years. Do 5 in prison. All right, that charge right there. This one right here. So, to make a long story short, ladies and gentlemen, the other 3 charges, what happened with the other 3 charges, he was given a stet. Believe it or not, he was given a stet on the 2nd-degree rape. He was given a stet on the 4th-degree sex offense, sex contact. He was given a stat on this charge, and the assault 2nd degree, he was given a stat on that charge as well. The site will update later on sometime tonight. You'll see the stats on those charges start appearing. This one right here is the only one that stuck, and that's how he was able to get some kind of time. That's how he was able to get at least 5 years in prison and 5 years probation. Okay, that is the part that's disturbing. The fact that he did what he did to the young girl, and he was able to get off with a slap on the wrist. I feel like 5 years is a slap on the wrist. I know people personally that, salute to you, Teron Herring. I know people personally that done more time for way less. They've done time for way less, more time for way less. So it's a Maryland thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's a ridiculous. I don't agree with it. My heart goes out to that young lady, but at least she got some kind of justice. Salute to you, Julia Graham. At least she got some kind of justice. He will be behind bars for 5 years in the state penitentiary. All right. Now, as far as the situation, the incident, they found a mountain of evidence that incriminated him. When I tell you, because what I read to you all, I read the incident report. All right. There's also an investigative report as well, and that investigative report is so graphic, so gruesome, and it also has the victim's name all through the documents. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to put the investigative report up because it will upset a lot of you, especially the women in the chat. Trust me and believe I'm making a judgment call on this. I am not going to put up the investigative report and read it out this evening. I had planned on doing it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to put that up on the screen and read the investigative report. For many reasons, it is you all just have no idea that this dude is an animal. This clown, he's a monster. What he did to that girl, I'm telling you. Now, it's public records. Any of you can go request the investigative report. It is bad, Alpha. It is bad. It is bad. And I don't want to do that to the women that's in the chat, because I'm telling you, this will be on your mind for the rest of the day. It is terrible. It is terrible. It is, damn, I can't do it. I just can't. I can. That is, you have no idea what's in that investigative report. But if anybody wants it, you're gonna have to request it, and you can have it for your own personal. But I refuse to read that investigative report live here on the air. It is. If you thought the incident report was bad, it is 10 times worse. And I'm telling you, damn D, the only reason why he's not facing 40 years, the only reason why. And let me say this again. The only reason why he's not facing 40 years is because of the stat on the other 3 charges. All right. So this is not a situation where the girl was lying or the girl, wasn't credible. No, it was not. No, it was not. Now, what I don't understand is I don't understand why they would even offer him a deal. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Maryland. Maryland is one of the most liberal states in America. And when it comes to crime, especially black on black crime, they don't give a damn. But I think it was egregious for them to even offer a stat deal. Okay, the transcripts and the disposition I will read, but that, trust me, you all, that investigative report is just too graphic. It is too gruesome, and it also has the victim's name all throughout of the documents, all throughout the pages. So it is. It is too graphic. It is too graphic. He did 5 years, CC. He's going to have to do 5 years. And the next bit of information, he will have to report. Salute to you, Angelica. He will be put on the sex registry. And I can tell you, and I can confirm, it will be tier 3. It will be tier 3 because the victim is under 14. In the state of Maryland, if the rape victim is under the age of 14, or the sexual assault victim is under the age of 14, you're definitely gonna be on the sex registry 3rd tier. So that will be for life. He will be on the sex registry for life. He will go to the grave as a registered sex offender. For life, Alpha, for life. He's on that registry for life. For life. He will have to, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's every 3 months, or something like that. Every 2 or 3 months, he would have to report or something like that. So, it is what it is. So when Passion comes home, he'll have to register, and they'll send notices to all of his. Yes, sir. He'll have to register, and they'll send notices to all. Yes, everyone. Yes, everywhere he goes, he will have to register. Yes, sir. Absolutely. 3rd tier for life. Salute to you, Nate. For life. So now that right there, like I said, everything pretty much updated in the systems inside the jail this afternoon. The site hasn't updated yet. So yeah, like I said, if I ever, y'all know it's rare. When I do this, when I do the big review, it's rare that I'm wrong about anything, any information that I bring you all. But this is one time. That I'm happy to say I was incorrect. He is definitely gone to prison for 5 years, and when he gets out, he'll have to do 5-year probation. The provisions of everything, the provisions of the probation and the sentencing and everything, that will be in the disposition. Once, I'm hoping to get it and have it by Friday. If I don't have it by Friday, I'll definitely have it sometime next week. And I will let all of you know exactly, what was the details of the deal and in court last Friday. And exactly, salute to you, beautiful one. Salute to you, ma'am. For those of you that are just coming in, let me go over and do a overall summary of everything. For those of you that are just coming in, hit the like button as well. Let me do this again, because I see people are coming in. All right. So as all of you know that's been following the case along with me, he originally had 6 charges in the beginning. This actually was 1st degree rape. So it got dropped down to a 2nd degree. Only 4 out of the 6 charges he was indicted for. Okay, all right. He was indicted for 2nd degree rape. He was indicted for 3rd degree sex offense. All right, and he was indicted for 4th degree sex contact, and he was indicted for 2nd degree sexual assault. All right. This charge. Hold on. Let me get on the. Hold on. Let me get on the big screen here. Hold on. Okay. Let me go over this with you all. Okay. Let me go over this again. Okay. This charge right here, the assault 2nd degree, that he was given a step deal on that one. He was given a step deal on this one. All right. Remember, the step is a Maryland thing. Okay. So I don't understand it. I hate that. And he was given a step deal on this one, on the 2nd degree rape. That one right there. This one right here, ladies and gentlemen, this one stuck. And that's the one that he's going to do the 5 years in prison for. That's it right there. Other than that, if it wasn't for the fact that Maryland has this step deal crap, he would be looking at somewhere between 20 to 40 years. He would have at least been looking at 20 for this one right here. That one right there. And this one right here. Those two definitely would have put him in there for 20 years. All right. So that's how he was only that's how he's only doing 5 years. This one right here, stat. Those two right there, he was given a stat for those two. He was given a stat for this one and this one right here. This one right here is what he was sentenced to prison for. Exactly, beautiful one. I agree with you. And that goes back to what I was saying Friday. The justice system is and when I say justice system, a lot of people say, well, it's the police, the defund the police. It ain't just the police. It ain't just the police. It's the entire justice system that is dysfunctional. It's ridiculous. I know people that did more time than 5 years. They did way less and got more time than this. You get caught with a brick of cocaine, you automatically doing 20 years through the door. You get caught with a brick of cocaine, you doing at least 20 to 25 years. You get caught with burglary, you breaking someone's home in the state of Georgia, you're getting an automatic 20 years. 20 years. 20 years. So, yeah, he got 5. He got 5 years. 5 years. So, that is, that's where we at. At least the only thing about it though, at least he got some time, he got something, at least it wasn't a situation where he got away with probation. Salute to you, Cortez Entertainment. Salute to you, Gabe. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Donald, salute to you. So at least he got something. At least he got something. So there it is right there. Salute to you, Philip Potter. Appreciate that slap on the neck, brother. So when will he be home? 5 years from now. So I say August 12th, 2029. That should be his release date. August the 12th, 2029. That should be his date. That right there should be his release date. That should be his release date. Y'all hold for a second and put some respect on this super chat.
Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation.
All right.
Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation.
And I see some of you are saying February. Remember, Maryland is different. I would assume it's February. It could be February. It could be August. Whichever day. But we know it's going to be in 2029. Maryland is different because I don't know of any other state that has a stat. I don't know of any other state that he'll probably be released earlier on good behavior. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. He'll get credit for the time served. Now that right there is true. He'll get credit for the time served, definitely. He'll definitely get credit for time served. But everyone, I see everyone in the chat saying February. Remember, Maryland is different. Maryland is very unorthodox, So there, like I said, there's no stat. There's no stat in no Georgia or Texas or any other state that I know. I only heard of that when it comes to Maryland. Let me put some respect on this.
Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation.
Salute to you, beautiful one. And she says they need to change his name. A sicko does not need to be called Passion. Well, you know, beautiful one, see you. You wasn't around last year. He was live one day, and he was hanging out with some of his friends in Baltimore, and one of them blurted out, it was really Buttercup Passion. That's his nickname. Buttercup Passion, and I'm trying to think who it was. Somebody screenshot. I think it was either Yellow or Johnny Blaze. One of them had screenshotted. Salute to you. One of them had screenshotted it, and they had made a drop out of it. Johnny Blaze made a drop out of it, and he nicknamed it "Don't Call Me Passion," something like that. It's on that Andre Kimball. Yeah, "Don't Call Me Passion." That's it. Oh man, yeah man. Salute to you, Sealer Kingdom. Salute to you. Yeah man, it's on the Andre Kimball's channel. Y'all go check that out. But he got Johnny Blaze in there singing, and got the Ray Charles beat in there. He's definitely gonna be someone, but yes sir, bro. Oh yes sir, they gonna tighten him up in there, bro. Oh yeah, they gonna be running trains on him and everything up in there. For real. He is where he needs to be, and a fake queen needs to be played. Well, I tell you what, I'm put it like this. This ain't no Charlemagne the God situation. He messed that young girl up. He messed that little girl up. 13 years old. 13 years old. He messed up. He messed up. It's just, y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. See, I just, if I read that report, I will run the risk of getting clapped. That is how graphic and how gruesome it is, y'all. For real. Oh yeah, Angelica. They gonna put him on booty duty, definitely. When the word get around what he did to a 13-year-old girl, you gotta remember, a lot of these dudes, they locked up in the pen, and they got children. They got like kids that they ain't gonna see in years. And they frustrated about that, and they're gonna take that damn frustration out on him. They are going to take that frustration out on him. For real. They're going to take that frustration out on him. Yeah. He should have gotten 10 years. Well, he should have got more than that, honestly. That second degree alone would have given him 20 years. He should have gotten 20 years for that. But the stat, when they update the site, you all will see. You'll see the stat. That's what saved him. Can he be sued civilly? Denise, he ain't got nothing. Denise, he ain't got nothing. Sue him for what? He ain't got nothing. Good luck on that. Sue him. He ain't got no job. You can't even garnish his wages. He's locked up. He ain't even getting out. He ain't getting out. No, but 5 years is not enough. Just like the beautiful one said, I agree. That's I still say, from what that little girl went through, that's a slap on the wrist. From what I saw in that investigative report, it's a slap on the wrist. It really is. Devon Beach will sell there any articles in it. You can go to any Baltimore news site and just type in his name, Darrell Alston. Darrell Alston convicted of grape. And I'm quite sure some story will come up. I know he's a creep by the things he has said on. Exactly. And remember I said, dude, he gonna mess around and get into some trouble because he's reckless. He's reckless. He must have been off his medication. That's not an excuse. Bobby plays. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. That is not an excuse. But I guarantee you he was, because remember he said he was half taking his meds. He was half taking his meds because he was on that Molly. Big Bubba gonna call him passion in prison. A whole lot of people gonna call him passion in prison. A whole lot of people gonna call him passion in prison. No more sticky wings for him. Exactly right. Exactly right. No, I'm passionate. He'll be probably filing an appeal. And that's another thing, too. Salute to you, Ann. That's another thing, too. Damn D, if you in here, that's another reason why I really don't want to go there with that investigative report, because I don't want to compromise anything. I don't want to give him any loophole to be able to file some kind of appeal or whatever. That everything else, the transcripts and the disposition, I don't mind reading, but that investigative report, I don't want to do that on the air. You need more money for an appeal. Remember, Donna, his mom and them people at that church raised that money for that lawyer. That, like I remember, y'all, I keep telling you, that attorney was not cheap. That attorney was not cheap. That attorney was very expensive. He was one of the best. And that man has gotten other men off for the same charge. He gonna get a lot of Dakotas. He gonna get a lot of it. He gonna get the wrong kind of thug passion. He gonna get what he deserved though. Everything he getting in there, he getting what he deserved. You don't put your hands on no female like that. Definitely not a 13-year-old little girl. That's 13. Think about it, man. 13 years old. That's a preteen. That's a baby. So you 46 years old and she's 13, man. She's old enough to be your granddaughter. She's young enough to be his granddaughter. She was young enough to be his granddaughter. Maryland is such a weak state. This is why it took them forever to extend the essay limitations when everyone started to report these Catholic Yep. Yes, sir, Lyons. Yes, sir. That's how she was able to afford that attorney. That attorney that he had was expensive. I'm telling you this right now. That dude, that bulldog attorney, defense attorney he had, that attorney is not cheap. And his family don't have it like that. So the only way they were able to pull that off, his mom got power in the church community in Baltimore. So she was able to go to them and raise up that money for that attorney. Yep. I hope he don't go to PC, send him straight to general population. It's hard to say, man. With his mental illness thing, there's no telling. There's no telling, brother. There's no telling. There's no telling. You know what? I'm gonna put a poll up. Okay? I'm gonna leave the live going a little longer. I'm gonna put a poll up, and I'm not gonna do it today. But if this poll goes a certain way, then I may read the investigative report. I'm trying to do the poll. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. YouTube moving slow. It's going slow on my end. Let me look on here. Do you all see the poll at the top of the page? Do you all see the poll at the top of the page? Okay. All right, YouTube is glitching. Let me just X off here and try to come back. I'm gonna X off and try to come back and do the poll. Hold on. Just say you see it now. Okay, all right, okay. All right, so far 89% saying yes, 11% saying no. So yeah, let me know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the live going for a minute. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to vote. I'm gonna play a little music, give everybody a chance to vote. And if we get more yeses than nos, then I'll read it. I'll come back and read it tomorrow. So everyone, it's just gonna be a little quick break, okay? It's just gonna be a little quick break. look at the results here. 130 some more votes, and everybody's saying yes, they would like to hear it. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is I am going to I guess I'll come back and read it tomorrow. I will come back and read it tomorrow. So not going to do it today. I'm not going to do it today. The live ain't over, y'all. I apologize. I didn't put the music on loop. But I will read the investigative report. 86, yes. 86% says yes. So, y'all, I'm going to need until tomorrow to redact the names out. So I'm going to redact the names out, and then I'll just present the document tomorrow. So everyone, I want to thank you all for coming out. For those of you that were not here in the beginning, once again, Passion was sentenced to 5 years. He'll do 5 years in prison, 5 years probation. The other three charges, he was granted a stat on those other 3 charges. So. And I just want to prepare you all now. Y'all know y'all are saying you want to hear it. Y'all want to hear the investigative report. It is you're right, Madeline. It is not enough time. I'm just want to prepare all of you. For those of you that are saying you want to hear the investigative report, it is graphic. It is graphic. It is very disturbing. I'm telling all of you ladies, it's graphic. So it's going to be a trigger warning. I'll put the trigger warning up. Because trust me, it is graphic. It is graphic. It is graphic. When I tell you this man is a monster, he's a monster. But what he did to that little girl, no one deserved that type of treatment. But that little 13-year-old girl, damn D, I got you. I got the people have spoken. The people have spoken, and we're going to deliver it. I will be delivering the investigative report tomorrow. Alpha, I just want look, ladies, for those of you that are still here, that are ghost watching, some of you that are driving, like Lonnie, I'm just telling you all ahead of time. It is graphic. It is graphic. If it gets to be too much to hear, just leave. If it gets to be too much for you, leave. Because I'm telling you, it is graphic. It is graphic. If you thought that incident report was bad, you have no idea what I'm going to be reading to you out of this investigative report. Beautiful one, I'm going to announce that on the community wall on both channels. I haven't really set a time because there's a lot of redacting that I'm going to have to do on those pages. A lot of redacting that I'm going to have to do. But since y'all insist, y'all want to hear it, I'm just telling you, when I read it, I'm telling you ahead of time, it's graphic. It is very graphic. It is very graphic. But you all want to hear it, and I understand you all want to know exactly, because the incident report didn't actually go into details like this investigative report did. So I can understand the curiosity of you all wanting to know what's in that investigative report. Passion had a damn good lawyer to turn 25 to life to 5 years again. Well, you know, Terry, the thing about it though, Terry, the state, Maryland, you got to remember Maryland and the state. Maryland has that step thing. So, if it wasn't for that, if it was Virginia or North Carolina, South Carolina, any other state, West Virginia, any other state but Maryland, he would be gone at least 20 years. 30. At the 30, somewhere between 20 and 30. You know what? That second degree and that third degree would have definitely stuck. He would have been gone for 30. That's 20 for the second degree rape and 10 for that third degree. He would have been doing 30 years. Definitely. Well, remember they stayed at a home, Madeline. They stayed at a home. The girls were they were orphans, so they stayed at a home. But that still doesn't make it any right. Like I said from out the top, 5 years. Even though he got something. Salute to you, Mike Butler. Yeah, I'm gonna read it, bro. I just need time because it's a number of pages. I'm gonna need time to redact it. There's no way I'm gonna be able to redact it by sometime tonight. And then BSS says she's like passion because he lives his truth. That was a poor judgment. And that is why you all and a lot of people threw me up under the bus. A lot of people threw me up under the bus last year on July the 2nd, 2023. I'll never forget the night when I ended my live, and there were people going live, and they were throwing me under the bus, calling me a snake, calling me a backstabber for turning my back on passion. When I found out about the 4th degree charge. But my thing is a person that will do something like that to a young lady or a girl, or it doesn't matter. A person that would do something like that one time and get away with it, they'll do it again. And I just can't associate myself with someone that is that would do anything like that to any female. And remember that situation, he crawled in bed with that girl. That girl was asleep. 17-year-old high school girl. Just imagine now, you in high school, you at home in your bed sleeping now. That's one place, a safe space that you are. That's one place where you feel you are safe. In your home, in the bed, sleep. And a stranger come get in the bed with you while you are asleep and start touching on you, grabbing all on your private parts and touching you all down on your vagina and digging in the girl's vagina while in her sleep. Thank God she was able to wake up and fight him off and run and get help. But the other little girl, and I'm not going to go into details, you all have no idea what this man did to that 13-year-old girl. She didn't have a chance. She didn't have a chance to get away. I'm going to go more in details about it, but it is graphic. So you all just prepare yourself. It's graphic and it's disturbing. It really is. Thank you for that slap on the neck, beautiful one. Thank you for standing up. Oh yeah, definitely. Because I got twin sisters. I got nieces that I love and care about, and I have a daughter that I truly love. I have a daughter, and look, let me tell you something. If someone was to do that to my daughter, I'm telling you, look. I'll be the one going to prison. They won't make it. They won't even make it to trial. No, I'm serious. Put your hands on my daughter like that. Let me put some respect on this super chat. Thank you so much, beautiful one.
Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation.
Salute to you, beautiful one. Thank you for that. Thank you very much, ma'am, for that slap on the neck. Salute to you. Salute, 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 salute. Let me go back and read some of the comments here. Superman Clark Kent said, "Hey, big bro, you only do 10 months for every year." Exactly, exactly. He'll definitely get time served. Willie B said, "Salute, Mondo, and good evening to all the good people in the chat." Salute to you, Willie B. Happy Monday to you. Welcome to the broadcast, brother. For those of you that are coming in late, once again, Passion was sentenced to 5 years in prison. He will He will also have 5 years of probation. He will be on the sex registry, and it will be tier 3. Tier 3. For those of you that are not familiar with the tiers, tier 3 is he will be on the sex registry for life. For life. Because remember, tier 3 is lifetime on the registry. Tier 2 is 25 years. And tier 1 is 15 years. And he's on there for life. He's going to be have to register as a sex offender for life, for the rest of his life. No matter where he moves to. Wherever he moves to, he's going to have to report and register as a sex offender. He's he's going to get into more fights and get time. Yeah, the thing about it is, if you go to prison, and look, if you a man and you go to prison, that's the last thing you want to go to prison for, is grape. That's the last thing you want, or any kind of sex assault or anything sex related. That's the last thing you want to go to prison for. Even statutory grape. You don't want to go to prison for that, because I mean you even though it was consensual, it's underage. 46. This is the thing, y'all. Just keep this in mind. 46 years old. He was 45. He was 45 at the time, because he turned 46 in June. He was 45 at the time. The girl was 13. 45, 13. 45, 13. He was old enough to be her grandfather. 45, 13. Yes, the beautiful one, sick. Sick. But you have no idea, beautiful one. You have no idea. Because what I'm going to be reading, woo, y'all have no idea. And when I'm done reading it, you will realize why I didn't want to read it. You'll realize. And some of you will probably be saying, "Damn, Armando, I wish you wouldn't have read that." My brother said if he gets out in those 5 years, if he smoke a Newport wrong, they're gonna knock. Oh yeah. That probation he's gonna be on is very strict, brother. That's a very strict probation that he's gonna be on. Very strict probation. Very strict. Yeah, that probation is gonna be strict that he's on, bro. He's gonna be on a short leash. He is definitely gonna be on a short leash. Hold on. Monday, well, the only thing I can say to that, brother, is to each his own, bro. To each his own. That's the only thing I can say to that, is to each his own. To each his own. Beautiful one, I have no idea. I have no idea. Salute to you, D True. Salute to you. I have no idea. It's let me drop the link. Anybody got anything they want to say, they would like to voice their opinion on this, I'd be more than happy to allow you to come up here and speak your piece. YouTube tripping today. You won't even allow me to pin the down link. What's going on? Salute to you, Brooklyn Hood. Salute to you, brother. Do y'all see the link? Do you all see the link at the top of the page? That damn thing just tripping. Okay. See if I can pin it on my darn thing. Y'all, did you see the link pin? Okay, all right. I don't know what's going on. See, I'm on the laptop, man. YouTube tripping on the laptop. YouTube is tripping on the laptop. What the hell going on? Salute to you, Billy Davis. Salute to you. Anybody, y'all see it in the chat, y'all don't see it at the top of the page. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I can. Okay, all right. Yeah, that must be on my end, and that must be my internet glitching a little bit. I see it at the top of the page. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to play something for you all, but shoot, man, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it is. It's crazy. It is crazy. It's a slap on the wrist, and my heart goes out to that little girl, though. My heart goes out to her. My heart goes out to her. I really feel like, even though, and some of you are happy that he got the 5 years, but trust and believe, when I read that investigative report, you're going to be pissed off that he got 5 years. You're going to be pissed off that he only got 5 years. Trust and believe. You're going to be pissed off that he only got 5 years. He definitely should have gotten more. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, beautiful one. Our heart goes out to his victims, all of his victims. And Everyone, make sure you say a prayer for that young lady. Make sure you say a prayer for her tonight, because the justice system failed her. Trust me, 5 years is not enough for what that monster did to her. Y'all have no idea, and you have no idea, no idea, no idea. Disturbing. It's very disturbing. It's very disturbing. I wish he got more than 5 years, but it's better than none. You saying that now, you know. You saying that now. Wait till you hear what's in that investigative report. Wait till you hear what's in that investigative report. You're gonna be pissed that he only got 5 years. Trust me. I know you're gonna be pissed that he only got 5 years. But anyone want to come up and voice their opinion on this? Let me know. Let me hit the link. Let me know how you feel. Anyone that want to come up, the floor is open. The link is dropped. The floor is open. I'm gonna leave the live going a little bit longer. My bro just came up. Salute to you, bro. You gotta unmute. Unmute your mic.
Yeah, shoot. People that talk to him on the internet and text young girl like they get more time than he does, that he did. That messed up. That really messed up right there. You know what I'm saying? How in the world you touch the underage girl and only get 2 years? 5 years third, 5 years on probation. I told you, justice system they all screwed up all backwards. Ain't no way
Yes,
he
the
supposed to.
step.
Go ahead.
That step, bro. That step. It's a Maryland thing, man. It's a Maryland thing.
So what that tells me, don't move to Maryland with no child. Cause something happened to them, ain't they gonna happen to something happened to them sexual wise, ain't they gonna happen to the person that did it to them. Basically. Isn't that what they trying to tell us? So I,
What is it trying to tell us?
they don't care about the children. They don't care about females. They don't care about the little girl, they don't care about the little boy. You know what I'm saying? If they cared about him, he would have got more time than that. And if they went back to his history, what he did to that first one, he should have got more time than that. They do everybody else like that, don't they?
Yeah. So you see what Superman Clark Kent just said. Superman Clark Kent just said he could be out in 4. With all the time served and everything, he could actually be out in 4. That's a fact.
That's a big fact right there. Yeah. You see what Bridget once said, don't you? Is they don't care about the kids, bro, up there in Maryland. They don't care about the kids up in Maryland. Cause I know down here they went through the book end. You know that they went through the book end down here. I don't know about everywhere else. They went through the book at him. 5 years of service. Hey, you know when he get to that prison, he's in there for. But somebody's gonna find out what he really in there for. He gonna get got. And you know how it is. You think he gonna make it? You think he gonna make it out of there?
his mental illness. He'll use that. He'll use that to his advantage. That's the only name. If he was normal, they wouldn't. But the fact that he has mental illness, they're definitely. I think they're gonna try to protect him in there because of his mental illness. You knew. I would love to hear your opinion on this. If you have time, hit the link if you're able to. Yeah, this is crazy, beautiful one. It is crazy. You ain't seen nothing yet, beautiful one. I'm telling you now. For those, yeah, Alpha, exactly. That's, you see what Alpha just said, bro. Look, man, mental illness. I'm telling you, he gonna play that mental illness card. And remember now, he has a bulldog attorney.
But you know how to pick some of the pressures off. You know what I'm saying?
They'll turn it all the way.
Yeah. I don't care where you go. Hey, you come in, look here. You come in and lie about your charges as much as you want to, and they find out, the guard's they're gonna turn a blind eye. How you think some of these prisoners have got in prison? And the guard be right there. You know what I'm saying? That mental illness ain't gonna happen if the guard turns a blind eye. Because you mental health, that's somebody else in that mental health flag crazy too. And they find out, guess what? He's still gonna get got. You know what I'm saying? So it's prison, bro.
He definitely deserves what he gets. Beautiful one. Exactly. Where's the protection for these children? Exactly. I feel you on that. Where are the protection for these children? Where are the protection for these children?
Just because them kids that had no parents, they came from a group home, they say that was the protection duty. That's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta come from a single parent household or a 2-parent household to get protected. That's BS.
Mm-hmm. Apple says in protective custody he'll be on 23-hour lockdown and will be housed with other rapists. I don't think that ain't safe. That ain't safe right there. The fact that he's gonna be housed with other rapists, that's not gonna be safe.
You right about that? Hey,
that's not gonna be safe at all.
And just think about the one that did it to your boy. Guess what they're gonna do to him?
Mm-hmm.
So hey, that 5 years locked up, 4 years, maybe 4 years, 5 years of probation. Is he got to register, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got to register.
Yeah, he got to register for life. For life. He's on tier 3 because the victim was under the age of 14.
Yeah. He said got something right.
Mm-hmm.
He said got something right. But we all know when he do get out, he gonna mess up again. Yeah, we already know that. Cause he can't help himself.
They're gonna have him on a tight leash, a short leash, bro. They're gonna have him on a short leash, bro. He's gonna be on a short leash. They keep the pedos away from the general population. That's what Ray Cooler just said. Yep.
They might do, but like I said, that's some crooked CEOs up in them prisons.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, very, very crooked. Salute to you, black gal. Salute.
Go ahead.
Exactly. Salute to you, black gal. Salute to you. Thank you for that slap on the neck. Put some.
Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation.
Yeah, and think about some of the girls that got. I was just saying, think about some of the girls that got little girls.
Mm-hmm. But look, hold up. Let me read what Ray Cooter just said. Ray Cooter said, "They keep the pedos away from the general population," and this is something else that's so jacked up about the justice system. They'll bend over backwards and protect these monsters that get locked up for sex crimes. They'll bend over backwards to protect them. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. But yeah, look at it like this right here. Like I keep saying, that's the impression of the guy from little girls. They don't like it's like pedophiles, and they. I mean, I don't care what protective system you have with men. If somebody want to get to them, all the guards got to do is pay it off. You see what I'm saying? So, what he going to do? Okay, here's the twist to him. I have seen on them prison shows where a guard open the cell door and let somebody else in that mode. It's up in the mode. It's up there. Like it ain't that happen. He's still not safe. They're still not safe.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all have no idea. This man, I that investigative report, man. I am pissed that it's only 5 years. I really am. You will be too once I read it and you hear what this man did to that little 13-year-old girl. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
See, I'm gonna say something. There's an illness, mental health group, crazy. See, he had to know what he did wasn't right. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they try to say he didn't know what he did wasn't right. And at the second time, they got the report right in front of him. Judge got the report right in front of him. Come on now. Got to be crazy.
Now this is the person that who I've been wanting to hear from for the last since Friday. Well, I know we've spoke on the phone, but I definitely out loud I would like to hear your opinion. How are you feeling about the sentencing and the stat deals that he got on the other 3 charges? I'm gonna mute up and let you have the floor on this one.
Hello, everybody in the chat. I am so pissed off right now. It's not even funny. Okay, it's burning my soul to hear what these kids go through, and then people are getting away with being supposedly mental health issue. I'm sick of hearing that crap. I'm sick of them using that excuse on a regular basis. I'm hearing this. It's ridiculous. I'm talking from this country and England as well. They have this situation where things are happening and people are using this damn mental health issue situation. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It hurts my heart to hear that these kids have to go through these type of things, being raped, touched in ways that they should never be touched. A 13-year-old, this guy was like 3 times plus her age. And he decided he wanted to grape her and touch her in ways that I'm pretty sure is going to be horrific when I hear about it tomorrow. I may be able to stay in the chat. I may not. I don't know. Like I said, I investigate cases. I've heard horrific cases. I'm talking, people have come up on my panel and told me the things that they've been through. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle this or not, being that it's a 13-year-old child. It hurts my heart, for real, for real. It does. It hurts my heart. But I am so pissed off right now. 5 years is not enough. He needs more than 5 years. And I hope to God he does get into fights, because I hear when they get into fights, they do get more time on their, on their sentencing. Because even if it is a defense thing and they hurt somebody, they will definitely get more time on their hands, for their case. And I hope that's what happens. I pray that's what happens, because he deserves a lot more than 5 years. 5 years is nothing. It's nothing at all.
Renrock and Together, if you don't mind, I would love for you all to join us up here on the panel. Renrock and Together, if you're able to. Come and join us on the panel. Hit the link and come join us on the panel. And anyone else that would like to come up and speak on this. This, as a mother, the 5 years, how would that make you feel? What would?
Well, as a mother, I don't have daughters. I don't have daughters. I have sons. Either way, I would still take care of my, God put me on this earth to have these, when I had these children, he did this for a reason, for me to protect them. For no means, like nothing can stop me, okay? If somebody put their hands on my boys, let alone my daughter, oh, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. Because that little 5-year mess that they're getting, oh, no. I'm just going to take your life. I'm sorry. I cannot. There's no way in hell would I let that happen. No. You're telling me that my daughter is going to live with this the rest of her life, and you're going to get away with 5 years and then 5-year probation after that? And then, oh yeah, big deal. You're going to have to say, hey, yeah, I'm an abuser. I'm out here. I got to report this every 3 months, or how many ever months they have to do it. Your daughter still has to go through all the pain and suffering and not being able to be around people. I'm talking men, women. They're just not going to trust. They're not going to trust anybody. I'm going to torture you. I'm sorry. I'm going to torture you, period. Sorry. That's how I feel. An eye for an eye. If they got to live the rest of their lives in pain and agony and suffering and needing therapy and counseling all the rest of their life, well, you should be taken away. This is not the earth for you. You need to be in hell. That's where you need to be. Any man that does this type of thing needs to go to hell. Man.
Together.
Hey, Together.
Together.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm okay.
Happy
How's everybody
Monday
doing
to
in
you.
the chat? Thank you. Happy Monday to you as well.
Not that happy.
Yeah, no.
It's not okay.
Like I said, y'all have no idea what's in that investigative report. You really gonna be pissed when I read that, for real.
Okay, so what's going on? I just saw the title, and he's only getting 5 years. Is that it?
He's only getting 5 years, and you just came in, so I'm gonna go over this again with you.
Okay.
While you up here, okay?
Thank you.
And this is and I know you were in here. You was in here that night. I read the original charges, okay, back in March and April, okay. He got indicted. Okay, it was six original charges. He got indicted for 4. These are the 4 charges that he got indicted for, all right? 2nd-degree rape, third degree sex offense. All right. Sex fourth degree sex contact sex offense, and second degree assault. All right.
Okay.
They gave him a stick deal on this one. They gave him a stick deal on that one. And they gave him a stick deal on this one. This one right here, it stuck. And they sentenced him to 10 years, 5 suspended, 5 years in correctional penitentiary, and 5 years probation when he gets out.
Okay. So let's be clear about something. Let's think about it like this. And I'm not wishing anything on anybody, but normally when people in jail, prison find out that you have offended a child, your stay is not going to be pleasant, or you may not make it out, because this is a new breed of people that are in jail today. As a cousin of a survivor of grape, and her account was very, very vicious. For him to get 5 years is a slap in her face as a survivor. For any survivor that has been forcefully raped, it's a slap in their face. And until I always say, until these politicians, lawyers, judges, all the people that work in the criminal courts actually have one of their family members violated, then they'll understand how it feels. You know, you're fighting for someone's freedom that is pretty much on paper and in society that's a predator. To me, I really feel like he may be a repeat offender even after serving his time, because the punishment, if it's not harsh, if it's a slap on the wrist, oh, I'll just do my time, and he could do stuff, under the radar. A lot of times, not to be funny, but parole officers, probation officers, they're so booked, they have so many cases. And not to bring her in it, but look at Nicki Minaj's husband. He was out and about being reckless, and he was on either probation or parole for the same thing. You get what I'm saying? So I really think that there needs to be some letters, there needs to be some calls of concern about him actually being placed on the registry. Absolutely, he needs to be on the registry for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he's going to be on there for the rest of his life. He's getting he's going to have to register as a sex offender tier 3 because the victim is under the age of 14. Well, was under the age of 14 at the time of the incident.
But you know what? And when I was reading what you were saying, as far as the little girls went out and partied after, think about it like this: I'm a troubled teen. I've already wreaked havoc. Nobody wants me because I'm in this halfway place. Whatever her situation, I don't know it, but to go and tell somebody, look, this grown man did this to me. For black girls, they don't really believe it. They don't really believe it. I don't know why they don't feel like our tears, our pain, and our hurt is not as important as Becky Ann or Sue Ann. You know what I'm saying? We have pain. If you cut me and you cut Sue Ann and you cut Becky, we all gonna bleed. All of us
Yep.
gonna bleed
Yep.
the same color blood. No color. Only difference is gonna be our skin. But
Yep.
we are gonna bleed.
We're all
So
human.
I just don't understand why they seem to disrespect us in such a manner where, and but then again, I blame ourselves too. I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest, and I gotta blame ourselves too. Look at what's going on in the industry. You got the Nicki Minaj's, you got the Meg the Stallions, you got the Cardi B's, you got the Ice Spices and this and that stuff, hoochies and the hoes and the I'm a slut and I'm a hot tour mama, all that. You got all that. And they're pushing it all on black women. You don't see videos with white women sitting up there doing all this stuff. It's a push for us. When are we going to stand up and say, you know what? I need to respect myself because my daughter may see this one day and she might think it's the right thing to do. We're pretty much like really messing ourselves up. And him, I'm telling you, they need to do like they do in India. They need to cut that thing off and tell them, since you don't know how to use it in the right way, we're gonna help you not have it at all. That would be me. I would give him, soon as I found proof evidence, you have 1 day to get prepared for your surgery and it's gone. And I think if we start doing punishments like that, but it have to be real, not somebody just screaming. You have to have actual facts. If they start cutting them pickles off, honey, I guarantee you these men will stop doing this stuff. And these women, we got to set a better example, you guys, because they're only doing what they think, is popular today. But with these little girls, he deserves to have 25 plus. And if he doesn't get 25 plus, he better be glad I don't work in the jail, because I would be putting him in the area and say, this is what he did to these little girls. I'd be like, don't take his life, but give him a beating he'll never forget. I'm just saying, for me, that's just my opinion. And I feel really insulted that he's only going to get that. Yeah, you can be on the registry, but that's not going to stop him if he wants to do something. What if he meets someone that's too scared to tell? What if he gets a parole officer that's too busy to check on him? I mean, we got to look at all this stuff, So we got to write some letters and make some phone calls.
Something's got to give. This is getting ridiculous out here. And I'm sick of all these excuses too.
Yeah.
That's why I tell everyone the local elections are very important. I mean the local elections, like the district attorney and the judges. You got to pay close attention to those local elections.
Right, but they lie too. They tell you, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then, like I advise everybody, if you feel like you want to vote for someone, or somebody saying, hey, vote for me, as soon as they open their mouth, do a deep dive study on what this person's track record is. You get what I'm saying? And once you see what their track record is, then you know that's not the person. You got to pay attention to the track record. And people say anybody can change. Baby, no. Anybody ain't going to change. If they've been doing that and thinking that's what it takes to get by and to get ahead, they're going to keep on doing it, and they're going to do it worse. Look at that heifer, Tiffany Henyard. Look at her. Look at the mess that she created. And everybody's talking about, oh, she's good. Good where? You got people struggling and suffering. So they can say whatever they want to say. You have to deep dive, do your background search. I don't care who it is. It could be Kunta Kinte resurrected. I'm going to find out what Kunta Kinte did before he got resurrected, because I want to know who I'm putting in office. I want to know who's going to be representing me. I want to know who's going to have their hands on the hot button. I want to know who's going to be stashing their bank account in offshore seas. Offshore seas, whatever you call it. You know what I mean? I want to see who going to do what. And it starts with the top. If the top ain't right, the rest ain't gonna be right either. And that's just how I see it. They're not gonna be right. If everybody is nilly-willying around, everybody else gonna nilly-willy. If you got a lazy boss, you're gonna be lazy too. I mean, that's just how I see it for myself. But 5 years, I'm pissed. Like, for real. I'm really pissed. I feel like this. I do talk crazy, but I do have my own relationship with the Lord, and I do pray for kids every day. I pray for women. I pray for people that are being abused I say, Lord, I may not be able to name all the ways that people are being abused and taken advantage of, but I'm asking you to please cover them and to heal them and to help them in the strength. I do this on a daily basis, and it seems like the new wrong is the new right, and the new right is the new wrong. Because
Mm.
if he was out here in Cali, baby, you be saying bye bye passion. You be saying bye. Because when it come to kids, they don't play that out here. And then you got to think about the parents that's a hot ticket, especially if that little girl had like brothers and uncles. That's probably what he was betting on, and they tend to. And one thing I learned about an abuser when I had to take the psychology training is that an abuser, they get to know you, they study you, they watch you. I mean, they study you like a bar exam. Like, it depends on their very life. They get to know everything about you, your every movement, the way you move your face, your gestures. They know everything about you before they attack. Why do you think that predators get close to family? If they see a single mom, they'll get close to that single mom, but the single mom will think that they're getting close for them, but they'll be getting close to get to that child. Me, I didn't have boys, but for some reason, I was the youngest person on the block that was a parent, and somehow I became the neighborhood mom. And I made it clear to them little girls, look, if somebody touch you, I don't care if they threaten to smoke your whole family. You come tell me if you can't tell your parents, and I would deal with it my way. And those kids felt such relief. And I told my kids the same thing. If somebody touch you, they gonna say, I'm gonna do this to your mama. I'm gonna do this to your daddy. Baby, let them take their chances because you know who I am. Let them try it. And so I never had an issue with nobody trying to touch my kids because they knew I will go to jail for mine. I'll go to jail for yours because your child cannot fight for themselves. They can't beat no adult. They're not stronger than an adult, and I'm not gonna sit there and watch it. So him and everybody that agrees with him and mad because we're speaking against it, I'm gonna tell you exactly what my grandmother used to say. It's gonna be a sad night when your turn comes. It's gonna be a sad day when you cry just like them kids did and their family did. It's gonna be a sad day because all of you guys that have children out there, it may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, it may not happen in their youth, it may not happen when they're teenagers, but one day, because you sat here and agreed with that foolishness, somebody gonna do something, and the first thing you're gonna think about is how you sat there and you smoothed out and you caped for a predator. Mark my words today. I'm telling you, it's going to come to your front door. And when it comes to your front door and you cry out for help, and people say, weren't you the one that sat up here and caped for this dude? And weren't you the one that sat up here and thought that it was cool? Weren't you the one that was attacking people that was on the child side? Weren't you the one that was making videos? Weren't you the one that was cussing that person? Weren't you the one that tried to shame the people that felt that it was wrong? Baby, it's coming to your door. I'm letting you know now. All of y'all that agree with him, it's coming to your door. I'm sorry, I'm just keeping it 100%. The Bible says an eye for an eye for an eye, but he didn't say when that eye was going to be plucked, baby, because I'm telling you now, I don't care who it is. You can make all the videos you want, and if you want to attack me, that's cool. I'm going to tell you right now, because as soon as somebody violates your child, baby, you're going to need the same people. You're going to probably come here and ask us to support you. I'm not going to turn you down, but I'm going to remind you of what you agreed to. That's what I got to say.
Mm. Great speech, sis. I got you.
Hell of a speech. Hell of a speech.
Yes,
Hell
yes.
of a speech.
Now go ahead and run for president. And get all these bastards off the street.
Oh. Let me
I
read
wish I
what
could.
Alpha. Hey, I told you, you would make a darn good politician. Let me read what Alpha says. Said Mondo, criminal sentencing normally comes from the state level. Local politicians bring the charges, but state law directs the sentencing. Okay, well, what do you think about that? I'm gonna start with you knew, and then together. What do you think about that? What Alpha just said.
Okay, sentencing on the consequence. Okay, so basically, he's saying that the laws are being put in by the political side of the world, which is like your presidents, your vice presidents, your Congress, and then the sentencing is held by the courts. Is what I'm getting out of that. So they'll tell them, "Hey, this is what they said we could only do. This is the only thing we can do." That's like, let me see if I have an example. Um, if your mom tells you you can't do something, you can't do it. Don't do it, right? But somebody else tells you you could do it, but you can't do it because your mama just told you you can't do it. That type of thing. That's what it sounds like to me. What do you think, together? I know you got something to say because you know I'm not political, but this is how I'm looking at it as being.
So he said criminal sentencing normally come from the state level. Local politicians bring the charges, but state laws directs the sentencing. I say that if it does come from the state, then we need to be, like Mondo said, we need to be looking for politicians that care about people, not care about being in office, not caring about money, not caring about being popular, not caring about stupid stuff. So we need to start being proactive. We need to start putting out petitions to make these people put these things on the ballots. Because if we don't have them put on the ballots, they'll overlook it. Now, it's so many people, even as we speak, you guys, and I'm going to tell you something. What hurts me the most right now, as we speak, there are people being assaulted in a sexual manner. There are children being raped. There are people being harmed by people that are out of control. If you know that somebody is out of control, I'm sorry. I say first term that you absolutely violate somebody, it needs to be a law. The first time they do it, that should be the last time they do it. You get what I'm saying? And whether it comes from the state or not, if we don't speak up, if we don't start putting these things out, if we don't start crying out for our youth, they just gonna fall apart. And you see what they're doing now. They're sexualizing everything, which is making it so much easier for the predator to have his way. Now, this morning I looked on the news. It was a sheriff deputy of our state, y'all, of our state. He had thousands and thousands of pornographic pictures of minors. This is a man that's supposed to protect and serve. We need to start doing some deep dive background checks, not just what we think we know. We need to have simulations of situations where people, their real life, have monitors hooked up to them. If I had it my way, they'll have monitors hooked up to them. They'll get injected with truth serum. That's a part of the deal. And I will dig so deep to find out what type of person are you really. Because we got people that are in positions that are pervs. And I don't care if they get mad. I told people years ago, the next color that you will see on the alphabet community's flag is brown. And they said, what you mean? I said, brown is for a minor attracted adults. They don't want you to say the pedo word. So they changed it to minor adults that are attracted to minors. So that's the new thing. So now it's out there. Now you got the kids, and I don't know if I'm going off script, but you got the transformers. Now they're targeting children. So my thought is this: the reason why they want your child to transition from Bobby to Billie Jean is because Bobby was born as Billie Jean was born as Bobby. So it'll be easier for that person, yeah, minor attracted person, so that person has easy access to touch on your kids. Y'all better wake up and start paying attention to what's going on. Stop being worried about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and Offset and all this foolishness. We need to start worried about what's going on with these kids. You know, the adults, they gonna do what they do, but we gotta protect these kids. You know, this father went to the school and tried to knock this teacher head off because he found out just popping up to check on his kid. They was making his son wear a dress. Honey, together would have been in there, and I think everything that would have had a human being would have been touched by me. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous. We need to keep our eyes open, y'all. And if these are coming from the state, then we need to get them folks out of here. That's what I say. Get them out of here.
Let me see. Well, Apple says Maryland needs to pass anti-rape laws where convictions are automatic 20 years. I agree. I mean, we had to do that here in Georgia. We were having so many break-ins. So what they did was they passed the House, the State House, and the State Senate. They got together and they passed laws, a mandatory sentence of 20 years for home invasions and break-ins. What do you think about that?
Man.
Mandatory 20 years.
Who you talking about? You knew or me?
Whichever one can go first.
Go ahead, sis. Go ahead, sis.
20 years, 30 years life, DP. Hey, I'm all down for that.
I say firing range.
You correct.
I say firing range. I ain't trying. Look, let me tell you something. Why we keep wasting our money on housing these people? I'm sorry. I would say if you rape somebody or you broke in somebody's house, you automatically go to the hole for your entire sentence. That's period. That's on period. That you go to the hole. You don't get no exercise. You don't get no, oh, okay, you send me some money so I can buy me some stuff. No, you don't get no visitation. You don't get nothing. Go to the hole. Because for one, when you violate somebody, they go into a mental hole, fool. So you should go into a physical hole. When you break in somebody's house, you steal their sense of security. So guess what? You go to a physical hole while they get some help. And while they can start feeling good about themselves, knowing that you're not gonna be on the streets. You don't want me to run, because honey, I'm telling you, everything be shut down. Everything be shut down because it's too soft on these criminals. That's why they keep doing the same old foolishness over and over and over, because half of these politicians is doing the same old freaky stuff behind the scenes. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was saying in one of our debates. You know, it's a shame where you got individuals that are getting 20 years and up for getting caught with a brick of cocaine, but you know, you get these monsters out here are getting a slap on the wrist for sexually violating women.
Mondo,
You know.
can I say something? I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm a thinker, and when I think really hard. And if you guys agree with me, just let me know. They don't give a damn about nobody smoking crack cocaine. They don't give a damn about nobody sniffing powder. They don't care about nobody smoking weed. The only reason why they pissed off and putting you in jail is because you didn't get them no damn money from it. Thank you.
Yep.
I don't have the bomb
I,
thingy, but boom.
I got it. I got it. There it is. Yep. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. Absolutely right. You know, like I said, it comes back down to what I said Friday. You know, the justice system does not protect women. You know, not just black women, all women. I see men walking out of prison and getting away with, you know, sexually violating women, domestic violence. The domestic violence, I mean, it's just ridiculous, you know. You know, I mean, they just slap on the wrist, probation and stuff like that. I mean, man, my thing is, you putting your hands on a woman, violating them and stuff like that, man, you should get time. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Salute to you, beautiful one. Let me put some respect on this super chat. All right.
Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation.
I mean, look how many times you done seen men beat on their wives or beat on their girlfriends, and then the girl will go down there and go down there and ask them to drop the charges, and they go ahead and drop the charge. I think that should be cut out in every state. If a woman goes to the police department and asks for a restraining order, they being taken through they have to jump through all kinds of hoops. They got to have hearings and stuff like that. They should grant their TPO. It should not be. They should not take females through all types of red tape just to get a damn protection order. It's a lot of things with the justice system that needs to be fixed. Salute to you, beautiful one. Salute to you.
They don't care. They do not care. And first of all, what I love about California is, let's say my husband got at me. Well, I'm gonna get some get back, so it ain't gonna make no difference. So anyway, if my husband got at me and I went down there with lumps on my head and a swollen eye and my lip looking like Jimmy Walker, they not they're not gonna drop them charges. Once you file a charge against somebody, it's over here. You just gonna get it. They're not gonna let you drop the charges because it's too many things that they've seen out here in California. Like this one guy, his wife last year, she got a protection order against him. He didn't care. This fool came with one of them construction type vehicles, the one with the little fork thing. What is it called? Is it a forklift, Mondo? With the little fork thing in the front with the little, you can throw stuff inside of it.
Yeah.
This fool, this fool, he was so pissed off. He took that sucker right straight into her house. Everybody was like in disbelief. I mean, these people, even if they get those protection orders, like serious business, some of these men are so crazy, they don't even care. They'll still come after her, even if she goes through with it. And like one time, a friend of mine went to a domestic shelter, and her whoever he was, woo and swooed her, and she showed him where to drop her off at, and told him where it was. And my friend called me in a panic, and because the guy showed up, he got drunk and came up there, and I told her, I said, I'm coming to get you. I came to get her. But the funny part is, he was yelling and screaming. Everybody was like jumping back. And I'm not afraid of nobody. I'm just not. I'm really not. And he was like, be this and be that, and I'll whoop this and I'll whoop that. And I was walking, I told my friend, come on. And he was like, who the F told you to move? I said, who are you talking to? He said, I said, dude, you don't want this. Because I had Michael Jackson in my car. It's a stick with a pole inside. I said, you don't want none of this, for real. And because I was talking crap to him, he backed down because he saw I wasn't scared of him. And I didn't understand how this girl didn't see what was transpiring. Another woman talking down to you like you dirt, and you pretty much submitting to her, but you want to knock me upside my head. A lot of times it's that way. A lot of these guys, sometimes they punks. Sometimes they're punks. Let me tell you something. If a guy start off criticizing you, and it's something that you normally do. Oh, I don't like you doing this. Oh, I don't like you doing that. Oh, you can't go here. You can't do, honey. That's your exit. That's your exit right there. Just because he laid down good pipe, I don't care if that sucker make me shoot to the moon and fly around the earth and back. You not about to beat up on me. I don't care if I'm up here speaking tongues. I don't care if I'm doing what's that worm dance on the floor. I don't care what it is. You can have me vibrating. You not about to mistreat me. I don't give a darn because I could go get me a toy without getting my damn head knocked off. That's all I want to say.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, now
I
these
can't with you
ride share,
together. I cannot with you.
she that's
I
together.
won't
That's
run
our
out of
sis right there.
batteries.
She,
I won't run out of
hey,
batteries.
good crazy. Hey, good
I'm gonna
sis.
get a stock in the
Hey, good
ever
sis.
ready endurance hell. What's up, Mando? Sorry.
These ride share apps. I know you've seen the commercials, and do you agree with these ride share apps allowing underage kids to ride by themselves? You know, because the fact that these underage girls were able to take an Uber without an adult in the car with them, you know, do you think it is something that they should do something about that? Maybe put like an age limit on, if you know, like in order to sign up for a Lyft account or Uber account, you have to show proof that you're over 18.
Okay, so
That's
my sister is a Lyft driver currently. What I think should be implemented is, and if they use my idea, I am on the on this site right here. Give us our coins, okay? Give us our coins. So what I think should happen is there should be a section where the drivers have been totally vetted, 100% background check, insurance, and everything. The whole, not more strict than a school teacher, more strict than a doctor, more stricter than a lawyer. And I think that there should be people that are assigned only to picking up children that have no intentions, that have the cleanest background, and anybody else that does not fit that criteria, no, because you do have parents that are not able to get to their kids because they may be caught up in the hospital, they may be caught up in an accident. Something could have happened where that parent cannot get to the children. And there should be only those people that are highly qualified to pick up the children. If you are not on that list, you should not be getting that notification. If you make a mistake in the system and give that notification out, you should be terminated because that could be a predator that could hurt someone's kid. So I think, yes, they should implement this situation so that children can get to and from in case of situations where the parents are not able to pick up their kids. Maybe the parent doesn't have um, a vehicle, it's in the shop, but that Lyft driver is picking the kid up and bringing them to and from school every day. And there should be something on the app once that child is delivered. The system gives them a code to call in and show that it's completed. If that code is not put in, then they need to have it where that Lyft driver is being contacted. Where's the kid at? And show proof that that child is nowhere around them. So it needs to be something that secures that child as if it's your very own child. People need to think about, as much as you love your kid, put that same love into other people's children. So I hope that I answered your question.
you knew.
I'm gonna have to come back to that. Hold on.
Okay, okay. I just want to respond to your statement together. The reason why I asked because before these rideshare apps were made available to the public, we didn't have this many number of underage kids coming up missing or being violated. The you know, them having access to this app, so they're able to maneuver and move around into areas that they may not need to be in. I think if they put some sort of a age restriction on these apps, would it be an inconvenience to some parents? Yes, it would. But I think it would keep the child safe. I mean, family member or something, or ask the people to hold the child a little longer for you until you get there. But you're saying background. There are a lot of people out here that have fake IDs. They're able to, change their identity. You have to think about that as well. So I don't know. I just think if they could I think these rideshare companies should put Lyft, Uber, and whatever else rideshare company that's in these other cities. I think they should put some sort of age restriction. You have to, they have to verify your ID before you can even get an account and make sure that you're over the age of 18 at least.
Sis, mute yourself if you're cooking.
Oh, sorry. Not cooking.
Salute to you, beautiful one. Don't work out too hard now. Don't pull a muscle. She said she got to hit the gym. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for your support.
So
thank you, beautiful one. Thank you.
And thank you. Yes, thank you for all the support. Dietrich said, Mondo, even in Georgia, the state take up the charges no matter what. Yeah. But I really believe if they wouldn't have had access to that Uber that night, maybe that would have prevented the incident from happening. I just feel like together. I mean, just correct me if I'm wrong. Back in the days as an underage kid, if I would have had access to an Uber or Lyft, there's no telling what kind of trouble I would have got into. If that would have been around, I'm just being honest. A lot of times I was spared not getting into trouble or not being where I didn't have no business being because I wasn't able to get there. I didn't have transportation. Or even after I moved to the ATL and I had to depend on Marta. Marta stopped running at that time, 12:30. I wasn't able to get out and because after 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, ain't nothing but trouble out there.
Right.
That time of night ain't nothing but trouble out there.
But honestly speaking, Mondo, I feel like this. If it weren't those little girls, it was going to be someone else. He has predatory tendencies, and that is something that he needs to work on while he's locked up. That is something that he should have been working on while he was locked up. So I feel like maybe he was a victim. And a lot of times when you were or a victim, you victimize other people. Just like the video you knew and I did about the trans father that was doing things to his own kid. So I feel like he might have been a victim of something and never got help, and he feels like it's okay to do it to someone else. And I'm not giving excuses, but I would not put that past his past that someone else violated him and he's doing the same stuff that he saw done. But at the same time, I believe that if it wasn't those babies, it would have been someone else that would have suffered that. Unfortunately, it was those babies. You know what I'm saying? And for him to sit here, I'm at a loss for words. I'm really at a loss for words for this whole situation.
I just have one thing to say about that as far as okay, so the Uber thing, definitely they need to start checking these kids their ages. It should be a certain age limit for them to be able to get in that car with the person. Because let me tell you something. I've heard a lot of Uber drivers themselves are putting their hands on kids as well. So just so you know, it's not just people out of the, people out there in the world doing things. This is Uber drivers doing this. So touching people, touching adults. Okay. The lady was sitting in the back seat and he kept touching on her leg and she kept telling him stop. He wouldn't stop. She told him to pull over. Okay. So that's another thing. That's another reason why they should not be getting in the Uber driver in those cars. Uber, Lyft, or whatever picks up the kids. I disagree on them being able to get in the car at that certain age, at that young age. Definitely 18 and over is all I could say. Now, as far as like somebody being touched and then they go and touch somebody else, that's a weak person. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry. I have to put it this way. A person who puts their hands on a child after being touched and they didn't like it, they suffered with it, they had problems with it, they have PTSD, whatever it is that they have, right? And then they go do the same thing to somebody else. I disagree with that. That's a weak person. They should be strong enough not to do what has been done to them. Period.
I agree with you. I agree with you. We've had some cases here in Atlanta where Uber drivers have they would pick the women up from the club. They were drunk, impaired, and next thing you know, they would take them to a hotel or somewhere and do whatever. Also had a situation where the Uber driver was, he was putting something in like the water. He would have the water, in the back where they would drink it, and next thing you know, they would pass out, and the driver was taking them to the hotel and doing whatever to them. So those ride share, I've heard of grown women getting sexually violated. So if you know grown women are getting sexually violated, you know darn well they would try to underage girls, because they
Yes.
are definitely, a lot of them, they can't fend for themselves. They're defenseless. So
Exactly.
I just think, yeah. My thing is, you should not be able to, just like, there's a reason why they put an age limit on alcohol. It's a reason why they put an age limit on the clubs. I just feel like it should be an age limit on being able to ride in the Uber or Lyft by yourself without the parent supervision.
Or adult supervision, period. Like, it could be an uncle, it could be an aunt, anybody that they trust, knowing that they don't do anything. Definitely.
Yeah, or older sibling, like a sibling that's that's adult, like that's 18, and the brother or sister
Right.
may be 12, 13, or something like that. That's fine.
Right.
That's fine. Yeah, but to ride by themselves, I see parents putting a 5 and 6 year old kid in a ride share by themselves. I don't agree with that. Calling the Uber to the daycare to pick up the kid. I don't agree with that.
Right.
I don't agree with that. I don't. All right. Well, we're gonna take a little quick commercial break, and then we're gonna come back with our final thoughts. This is I still can't believe 5 years. That's a joke. That's a joke. But
That's definitely a slap in the face.
commercial break. Slap in the face. Yes, it is.
Welcome to WPC Art Factory, where creativity knows no bounds and art comes to life. The t-shirts, hoodies, shorts, leggings, and cups here are truly unique. Here at WPC Art Factory, we pour our hearts and souls into every creation. It's not just about making art, it's about making a statement. We strive to push the boundaries of creativity and challenge conventional norms. That's what sets us apart. WPC Art Factory has something for everyone. Experience the magic of art like never before. Visit us today and let your imagination soar, where the designs are created by us and made by Together We Break Chains Production.
I tell you, man, I understand why some people take matters into their own hands and perform their own street justice. I understand because if we learned anything the past couple of days is that the justice system is definitely flawed. It is flawed. It is definitely flawed. 5 years for what that man did to that young lady, that's a joke. That's a joke. That's a slap on the wrist.
Right. Definitely is.
Exactly.
And it's crazy because I don't understand what's the difference. Black kid, white kid, Asian kid, Latino kid, it don't matter. It's still a kid, a helpless kid, and for her to sit there and to tell the court, if she told the court that, she sat on the ground crying afterward, that should let you know something that, he forced her. And like I said, for those that agree with this, you better make sure and you better protect your kids because we got to be careful what we speak and the stuff that we agree to.
Karma is real. Karma is real.
100%. That karma might be worse than what the other ones went through. Just saying. Just remember, karma don't have like a time limit, nor does it have a certain amount of payback. Just saying.
Sure don't.
Or a certain target. That karma
Period.
may not come back on you, but it could come back on somebody you love and care about.
In your family, yes.
Yep.
And it may be a child that you sincerely love. You just really love this kid. You've grown super attached to this kid. And then someone violate that kid. And then that person turns around and gets a slap on the wrist. Then and only then will you understand why people feel the way that they feel. Because it's not good. It's not good at all to know that someone is out here, abusing and violating and disrespecting and, altering people's lives for the sake of being silly, being disrespectful, being goofy, being a dingbat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to protect our kids. And it seems like, nobody wants to do it until they knock on your door and do something to your kid. Then all of a sudden, All these politicians want to change all these laws now because somebody did something to their kid when society has been yelling and screaming and crying out for years. It shouldn't take that. If you hear it one time, you should start putting laws together to come up against whatever kind of crime. I
Yes,
was telling
ma'am.
you, like I was telling her about this morning, this weekend. This man was out just simply walking, minding his business, and not to change the subject. When people were talking about there are no crimes from the migrants, illegals that's coming in, a guy that does a normal routine walk in the morning by himself, a group of guys ran up to him and started sticking him with a knife for no reason. They don't even know why they did that to him, but they thought it was cute to do. So this is the kind of stuff I'm saying. Stuff like that, and all these burglaries and breaking into all these different places, they need to have more harsher rules, more harsher laws. Instead of, like, if somebody terminates somebody's life, I will give you a day to live, and then it'll be your turn. No explanation, especially if you did it because you felt like that's something that you thought you were going to get away with. So whatever you did, you would have to go. Peace out. Because you're not going to get no visitations. Like I said, you're not getting no packages. You're not getting none of that. We will creep, I'm going to say it like Mr. Brown said, we're going to creature mate you free of charge. Hey, it
Mm-hmm.
is what it is. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We'll throw your ass over in a pile of dust. Keep it moving. Because you don't deserve a headstone. You don't deserve a tombstone. You don't deserve a funeral service. You don't deserve anything. If you want to act like an animal, we're going to treat you like one.
Period.
That's how I am. Because I'm sick and tired of it. People babysitting these folks and they turn around and do the same old stuff again.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they got to remember this could happen to their family members, right? The shoe on the other foot. That's the only
They don't
time they're going to want to do something about it is when that shoe is on the other foot.
they don't think about
Period.
that, sis. They don't think about that. They never do. They don't think
I'm
about the
talking about
consequences.
the judges, the police, anybody that's not believing in one of the what these little girls are saying, and when they're asking for help, wait till
Right.
the shoe is on the other foot. Is what I'm saying. Period.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you see all kinds of laws changing.
Hmm.
They gonna want blood tests, hair samples. They want your DNA. They gonna want your
Right.
fingerprint. They're gonna want what you ate that girl. They gonna go deep your clothes. They gonna want everything, your
Hmm.
background, everything. Let it
Yep.
happen to them. You're
Yep.
right.
Yep.
This
Yep.
was a
Yep.
good. This is good to talk about, though.
Yeah. It is.
It is very good to talk about. We need to have these conversations
Yes.
because there are people out there that have been violated and think that they are the only ones to feel the way they feel. No, know that people
Right.
feel the same way you feel. They need to be, they need to get punishment for the stuff they did.
Yes. I agree.
Gray is asking you a question, Mondo.
Yes, sir. They got him. I don't think I don't think he got enough. I think he should have got more. And y'all, everyone, you don't understand why I'm saying that now. And some people are kind of like happy that he got something. When I read that investigative report tomorrow, you'll realize why I feel the way I feel. That 5 years is a joke. He should have got a hell of a lot more than that. You have no idea what this man did to that little girl. You have no idea. But you're going to find out tomorrow. Everyone is going to find out tomorrow. And I
Mm.
would like to have the both of you to come up here and join me once I'm done reading that investigative report.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you're able to now, it's going to be graphic. Yeah, it is going
Okay.
to be graphic. Yeah.
Okay.
So what jail you say he in? What jail you say he in? Wait, where you at? Where you at? Who, Lord have mercy. That's crazy.
Mm-mm-mm.
They should
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
ashamed of themselves as people. If it's women, they should be ashamed of themselves. And if it's men, fathers, uncles, brothers, cousins, you should be ashamed of yourself to give this man that
100%.
little bit of time. You should be ashamed of yourself. You
And I'm not
literally should.
excusing him. I'm not excusing him or any other pedo that's been
Me
raping these kids, because I feel like, okay, yeah, if I'm not saying you did, and I'm not saying you didn't, it didn't happen to you or other people. I'm just saying you're weak. You're weak for doing it to someone else. You're weak.
Firing squad.
Period.
Firing squad. Like I said, firing squad.
Weak.
Put a cigarette in his mouth, and 1, 2, 3, pluck, pluck, pluck. Let it be done. We need to stop. We need to stop putting these people in jail. We need to get rid of them. Like I said, if you don't know how to handle your sausage, let us chop it off for you. I'm sure there's some people out there that would like to have one. Some probably that was born with it. Let me shut up. I'm sorry.
I can't with you right now.
The thing, and seriously though, the thing about it is, when a man does that to a woman, that woman is never, ever the same again. Mentally.
13 years old. 13 years old. 13 years later. 40 years later. 150 years later. Whatever age she makes it to, she's gonna suffer the rest of her life. That's why I feel like he should suffer the rest of his life.
Ain't no counseling gonna be able to fix that. I don't know why they keep telling people that BS. That crap don't fix nothing.
No.
Do you know how many women out here in the world that has been raped and they went to counseling and they thought they was over it, and their husband come in the room and do something that reminds them of the night he's trying to do a romantic gesture, and he makes one false move and
Trigger.
she screams and run to the corner and
Trigger.
just all over again. So this stuff never goes away. I feel like, you know what? If he gets out and does this again, they need to put him away for the rest of his life. They need to pay these girls for pain and suffering and embarrassment, and they need to do something like pass more stricter laws. If it's not, I'm not talking about him, because women can run around and lie and say that, oh, this happened to me, but it has to be proven, like there was proof in this court system. They need to have harsher laws. Cut it off. Cut it off.
Right.
That's all I say. Cut it off. Because if you cut it off, you ain't got to worry about nothing else. Cut it off.
Yeah. Don't forget, together, it was a plea deal. That's how they knew he did it, because he said he did it.
I don't care. Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off.
I'm talking about the proof part of it. There is proof, because you just said you did it.
No, I said I know he did it because of what's in the paperwork. But I said for other women that may lie on them, it has to be proven before you cut it off. Chop, chop.
I agree. Chop it up.
And you can sit down and pee just like me.
Ooh wee. Squat, squat.
Sorry, y'all. But that'll be a dangerous thing too, because if he's left with a home, payback. Payback. I'm just saying, chop it off. Like, real talk. I know it sounds funny, but I would. If I was in charge, it'll have to go. Because you don't know how to use it. You have a problem with it. You think everybody wants it. So, it's got to go. Sorry, Monica, but it got to go.
Well, I agree with you. I told you, during the debates, that was one of my suggestions. So, I'm all in favor of that. Chop, chop.
Yep.
Chop, chop. Chop, chop.
They do it in India.
Yeah, not just the frontal, but the whole thing, the back ones and the front ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cut the jingle bells off too.
Yep. All that.
All right. Okay, everybody. I want to thank my Wolfpack family for coming up here joining me. D-Truth, You Knew, Together. I want to thank everyone for coming out. This was For those of you that came in late, once again, Passion was sentenced to 5 years in prison, 5 years probation. The stat, once again, in Maryland, rendered his ugly head. Any other state, he would have been definitely looking at 30 years. But the stat rule actually saved him and allowed him to get that 5-year sentence, which I personally feel is a joke. I will come back tomorrow and read the investigative report. I don't know exactly what time I'll announce it on the community wall later on tonight, but hey, it's a teachable moment. It's a teachable moment, but most of all, we got to protect our children. We got to love our children and protect our children at all costs, because unfortunately, you have monsters out here in this world that are looking to hurt and do harm to the children. So we have to protect them. So everyone, thank you all. Hit that like button. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Do you think the 5 years was, are you satisfied with the 5 years, or do you feel he should have gotten more? Leave a comment in the comment section. Hit the like button. Thank you all for coming out. Stay prayed up. And take care of yourselves and each other.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Chop chop.
Blessings.